Don't move on yet, my child. Out of all the souls I could have spoken to in this moment, I chose you. Out of all the voices filling the world today, I sent this one to find you. And I need you to sit with that for a moment, because it is not a small thing. Today, of all the days, I called your name. I know you do not always feel chosen. You feel ordinary, overlooked, one face among billions, easily lost in the crowd, unlikely to be the one singled out for anything special. The world has a way of making people feel interchangeable, replaceable, forgettable, and after enough years of that, you stopped imagining you could ever be the chosen one, the singled out one, the one specifically called by name. But that is exactly what has happened today. I reached past everyone else, and I reached for you. And before you go any further, I am going to tell you why, and what it means, and why it changes everything about how you can walk through this day. So stay with me. Let the noise of the world wait. This is a moment meant just for you, and I do not want you to miss it. Take a slow breath. Let your shoulders fall, and let me tell you what it means to be chosen by me. My child, I have never chosen the way the world chooses. The world chooses the strong, the impressive, the obvious. It picks the ones who already shine, the ones with the most to offer, the ones at the front of the line. By the world's way of choosing, you may have been passed over many times, not picked for the team, not chosen for the role, not selected when it counted. You carry the quiet ache of having been the one left standing, while others were chosen, more times than you would like to remember. But I do not choose like that. I have always chosen differently. I choose the overlooked. I choose the ones the world passed by. I choose the quiet, faithful ones, the ones with hidden depth, the ones whose worth is not on the surface where everyone can see it, but underneath, where only I look. The very things that cause the world to pass you over are often the things that drew me to you. I am not impressed by what impresses the world. I am drawn to the heart, and your heart, my child, is exactly the kind I choose. Let me tell you what being chosen by me actually means, because it is different from anything the world offers. When the world chooses you, it is always conditional. You are chosen as long as you perform, as long as you are useful, as long as you keep earning your place. The moment you falter, the choosing can be withdrawn. You have felt that. You have lived with the anxiety of a chosenness that had to be constantly re-earned, a place that was never quite secure. But when I choose you, it is forever. I do not choose you for what you can do, so there is nothing you can fail to do that would unchoose you. I chose you knowing everything, the failures along with the triumphs, the weakness along with the strength. My choice was never based on your performance, so your performance cannot undo it. You are chosen permanently, unconditionally, irreversibly. There is nothing you could do today, or tomorrow, or ever, that would make me unchoose you. That is the security the world could never give you, and it is yours. Before I go on, I want to ask you something. If even one of these words has reached the part of you that has felt overlooked, that has longed to be chosen, if you can feel me speaking directly to your heart in this moment, then type the word Amen in the comments below. Let it be your way of saying, I am here, Lord, and I receive being chosen by you, so that I know this message found the exact heart it was sent to reach. Do not rush past this. That one word is you, accepting a calling you have always been afraid to believe was yours. And I promise you, I see every single one who answers. You came to this little stream of grace on the very day you needed it most. You did not stumble here. You were led, gently, by a hand you could not see. So stop holding your breath and let the water wash over the places that have longed to be chosen for so very long. Now, my child, let me tell you what I chose you for. You may think being chosen is only about being saved, being loved, being kept. It is all of that, but it is also more. I chose you for a purpose. I have always had work that only you could do, a place in the world only you could fill, people only you could reach. You were not chosen merely to receive. You were chosen to give, to matter, to leave a mark that only your particular life could leave. And here is what you most need to hear. That purpose did not expire with your youth. The world may have decided your useful years are behind you, but I have not. I chose you for a purpose that includes this very season, these very years, the days you are living right now. There are people only you can reach now, with the wisdom only your years could grow. There is a role only you can fill in this exact season of your life. Your chosenness is not a memory of something I once called you to. It is a living, present calling. For today, for the days ahead, for the time you have left, which is more full of purpose than you have allowed yourself to imagine. Let me speak to the fear that you have missed your chance, that whatever you were chosen for, the moment to fulfill it has passed, and you let it slip by. My child, you cannot miss what I have ordained. The purpose I chose you for is not a single moment you either catch or lose forever. It unfolds across your whole life, and it adapts to every season, and it is never finished until I say it is finished. You have not missed your chance. The fact that you are still here, still breathing, still able to hear these words, is the proof that I am not done with your purpose. There is still good for you to do, still love for you to give, still light for you to carry. The chance is not gone. It is right in front of you, in this very day. Let me tell you about the company you are in. The others I have chosen this same way. Throughout all of history, I have reached past the obvious choices and called the overlooked ones. The shepherd boy no one summoned from the field, whom I made a king. The old and barren, to whom I gave a future no one thought possible. The fearful, the stuttering, the ones who said surely not me, whom I sent to do the impossible. I have always chosen the ones the world counted out. So you are in good company, my child. The very things that made you feel disqualified, your age, your weariness, your sense of being past your prime, are precisely the kinds of things I have always delighted to work through. I do not need the strong to accomplish my purposes. I need the willing. And a heart that has been humbled by years and softened by suffering is exactly the kind of vessel I love to fill. You are not too old, too tired, or too ordinary to be chosen. You are exactly who I have always chosen. There is a lie I want to pull out of you. The lie that says your best chance to matter has already passed. The world worships beginnings, the young, the rising, the ones with everything ahead of them. And so you have come to believe that to be in the later seasons of life is to be in the season that matters least. My child, this is exactly backwards. Some of the most important work in any life is done in its later chapters, when the striving has quieted and the wisdom has ripened, and the soul has been seasoned by everything it has lived through. The young have energy, but you have something they cannot have, the depth that only a long life can produce. The world needs your kind of depth desperately. It is drowning in noise and starving for wisdom, choking on the shallow and longing for the deep. You carry exactly what this restless age most needs, and your chosenness for this season is not a consolation prize. It is a calling to your most important work yet. Let me speak to the weariness that makes being chosen feel like a burden rather than a gift. Perhaps you hear me say, I have chosen you for a purpose, and instead of joy, you feel tired, because you have carried purpose and responsibility your whole life, and you are not sure you have the strength for more. My child, hear me gently. The purpose I am calling you to now does not require the striving of your younger years. I am not asking you to strain and achieve and accomplish. I am asking you to be more than to do, to be a presence, to be a prayer, to be a witness of faithfulness, to be a vessel of my love, simply by existing in my presence and letting it overflow to those around you. The chosenness of your later years is gentler than the chosenness of your youth. It asks less of your body and more of your heart, and your heart, my child, is more than ready. You will find that this calling does not deplete you, it fills you. And let me tell you the truest reason I chose you, beneath all the others. I chose you because I wanted you, not because I needed your service, not because I had a job that required filling. I chose you because, when I looked at all the souls I could bring into being, I wanted yours. I delighted in the thought of you. I looked forward to knowing you, to walking with you, to loving you across a whole lifetime and into eternity. You were not chosen as a means to an end. You were chosen as an end in yourself, wanted for your own sake, desired simply because you are you. There is no deeper way to be chosen than to be wanted for yourself alone. And that, my child, is exactly how I have chosen you. From before the beginning until long after the end. Let me also quiet the fears that rise in the dark, the ones that make you wonder whether being chosen could possibly be enough to carry you through what the years may bring. The fear of failing health, the fear of dependence, the fear of the slow narrowing of a life that once was wide. My child, being chosen by me is not a promise that you will never face hard things. It is a promise that you will never face them alone, and that nothing the hard things take from you can ever touch the one thing that matters most, your belonging to me. The body may weaken, the world may shrink, but your chosenness only deepens, untouched by any of it. When you can do nothing at all, you will still be mine, fully, completely, with your whole worth intact, because your worth was never in your doing. So you need not fear the frail seasons. You go into them chosen, and you will come through them chosen, and you will arrive home still and forever chosen. And there I will show you at last the full meaning of having been called by name. And now, my child, the deepest truth about being chosen, the one that changes everything. Here it is. You were not chosen because you were worthy. You became worthy because you were chosen. You have had it backwards your whole life. You believed you had to make yourself worthy first, and then maybe you would be chosen, accepted, loved. So you strove, and tried, and fell short, and concluded you were not worthy enough to be chosen. But that is not how it works with me. I did not wait for you to become worthy. I chose you first, in your unworthiness, exactly as you were, and the choosing itself is what makes you worthy. Your worth does not come from anything in you. It comes from the one who chose you. A thing is precious because someone treasures it. You are precious because I treasure you. You do not have to become worthy to be chosen. You are already chosen, and that is what makes you worthy beyond measure. That is who you are, not someone striving to earn a place, but someone already chosen, already called, already made worthy by the love of the one who picked you out of all the world and said, this one is mine. So carry this with you when you leave this quiet place, my child. When you feel overlooked, you remember this. I chose you, today, on purpose, by name. When you fear you have missed your chance, you remember this. The purpose unfolds across your whole life, and it is not finished yet. When you doubt you are worthy, you remember this. You did not have to become worthy to be chosen. The choosing is what made you worthy. Out of everyone I called you today, not by accident, not as one of many, but specifically, deliberately, lovingly, you. You are chosen, my child, and you always will be. Before you go, close your eyes for just a moment, breathe in slowly, and receive the truth that you are chosen, called by name, treasured by the one who made you. Breathe out the years of feeling overlooked, the fear of having missed your chance, the belief that you were never worthy enough. Hand it all to me. You were chosen before you could earn it, and you are chosen still. If this message reached your heart today, type Amen below, so I know it found you. And come back tomorrow, my child. I will have a new message waiting for you here, every single day. Do not miss the next thing I am longing to tell you. And as you close your eyes tonight, let this be the thought that carries you into sleep. Of all the souls in all the world, the one who made the stars look toward you today and called your name. You are not lost in the crowd. You never were. You are seen, you are wanted, you are chosen. Until then, rest. You are chosen, you are called, you are worthy, because you are mine.